Jim Breuer's around here somewhere. The MVP of my team Saturday was Jim Breuer.
Jim Breuer, yeah. I thought you were going to announce it, but it was Brewer?
Yeah, he went 4 for 4, scored 4 runs, 2 RBIs, and he was flawless at first base, except for the Big Kev play, I think.
Yeah, that's true. It did.
By the way, the video of Big Kev, and he's monstrous, is up on FoundryMusic.com as he's trying to run out of play to first. Unbelievable when he hits the ground.
When he falls off, the slow motion shot is the best. They show it in full speed, and then slow motion, Big Kev just plowing into first base. He hits, and you just see his legs flop up as his momentum pushes him toward the baseline.
Yeah. So go to FoundryMusic.com. We're adding pictures and video clips every day because there's so much stuff to go through. Our listeners are sending stuff in every day. We're going through it and trying to put the best stuff up there. FOUNDRY music.com. There he is, MVP, baby, Jim Breuer.
Yeah.
And you're dressed in the part now with the sunglasses. Look at you.
Well, I'm cocky now, dude. I've been reliving that day in my. That's gonna be a stinger. It was awesome, man.
The reality, though.
Play the first thing up. He's out.
The reality is, though, no one saw the game.
I know, man.
Oh no.
I was praying there was like one real guy sitting there going, Brew's a good player.
Please.
Nobody. He was going way in the back.
Look at them cans. Know how many people called us on Monday and said, all right, I was at the game. You just got to tell me who won because I don't know.
Yeah, people that were at the game.
Someone said no one stopped. No one watched after the third inning. I was like, dude, after your brothers, and there was no one watching by then.
I know.
Take your shirt off. You take your shirt off.
He's absolutely right. You'd hear cheers and think that it's for the game, something that's going on in the game, and then no, you realize no one's even looking.
I got a hit, drilled one. I was all excited. I thought they were saying Brewer, Brewer. I turned around. I was like, don't show the.
Watch that language.
Don't show the.
The apples.
No wonder, SNL let you go with that potty mouth on live TV.
Bro, can I tell you something?
What?
You've been telling me for years, or a few years now. Tracy Morgan is off the hook.
Isn't he crazy?
Tracy Morgan is off the hook.
Isn't he crazy?
He's
out of his mind.
I don't know what SNL's doing. I know he's got a couple characters that are doing really well.
Brian Fellow.
We used to be in the same room.
Fellow and the homeless guy that lives in the sewer. But I'm telling you, man, they're not using him to his full potential. The guy is beyond funny.
Beyond funny.
Just like yourself.
Jim be raging against the machine, yo. You know when they be taking your donkey, be chuckling, yo. Your toes be all up in yo, Opie, is all that.
I'm Brian Fellow.
Look at that, hey, you gotta be doing the blow. Who coming down the Apollo?
Were you in the locker room when he was inviting all the white people? All you white people who have never had nappy dugouts.
Nappy dugouts.
He was inviting all the white guys to go to Harlem to get banged by young black girls.
He used to try to hook me up.
It was hilarious. He's like, make sure your permission slips are signed by your parents. And form a line at the door. We're going up to Harlem for some of that skanky, nappy dugout.
I live in the Bronx because I keep it real. Yo, man, don't be wearing no condoms. Don't be wearing no condoms.
We messed up. We should have had tape rolling in the locker room.
Oh, my God.
And we wouldn't have had to do yesterday's show.
Unbelievable.
He goes, if you're scared, get a dog. You scared of me? You scared? Get a dog. Get a dog. You scared of me?
Who's he talking to?
Actually, he was talking to my girlfriend's friend. Girl that was along watching the game.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I want you to have my daughter. He goes, that's a compliment where I come from. He goes, that's a compliment. I want to get you pregnant. I want to get you pregnant. You scared? You look scared now. You scared? Get a dog.
Get a dog.
Get a dog.
That's a compliment.
That's a compliment where I come from. I'm talking to you. You got them childbearing hips. I like that. Come here, baby. Let me just touch that.
Papi.
And you asked,
hello, mama, papi.
He was out of his mind.
And you asked who was he talking to? Most of the time we don't know.
No, we
don't know.
He's just walking around.
Walks up and down the hallway.
Yeah.
He should do the SNL. Be like, yo, Sherry be losing her mind, yo. You think anybody can? No.
Oh, yeah, he talked about Sherry and Perry. It's hysterical.
Yeah, she had a good butt.
Yo, I wanted
she didn't even know it. Yo, she all fine. She didn't even know it.
That girl's crazy. Walking around with a yum-yums on writing day. Writing day, she come in with them little gray yum-yums, be showing just above pube line. Just above the equator, yo. Just above equator.
And
just enough to startle you.
Hours.
Startle you.
No one wanted to go home after the game because he was just killing in the locker room.
For hours. He pulls his shoe off and his sock, and he goes, yeah, when a girl be giving you... Yeah. He's like,
yes.
Yeah, and your toes be doing this, and he's got his shoes and socks curled up, and he's curling his toes up, and he's going, oh, and he's laying on his back, and then he flips over on his stomach, goes, and then she starts, and he's doing it.
We used to share a room, man. We turn off the lights, and he'd always have like crazy porn. Me and Tracy were addicted to porn. We'd be hanging out and everything, but he loved like yo, Jim, watch Lou. F-U-K, not the dirty guy.
It doesn't matter what it's spelled like. If you say it, they get upset, Brewer.
Yeah.
I could spell the S word with C's and H's.
Watch Food Duck.
We learned that. You can't even say the last name P-H-U-C anymore.
Right. That Vietnamese girl that ran down the street naked after the napalm blast, her name is P-H-U, and then the rest of it. So you can't really go there.
Curls be curled up, man. Toes be curled up.
Curling up. That's what I'm talking about.
Cain killed Abel. Kill that nigga over jealousy.
Yeah. You just come out with stuff like that.
Put the nigga out. When your toes be curled up and you just about.
That's what he does.
And your love come out. He killed that nigga over jealousy, yo.
That's wrong.
Yo, John be our man, yo.
Is the video up of him just walking around in his jockstrap?
Oh, yeah, that's up on FoundryMusic.com.
Had all the confidence in the world.
He has great references, too. If you ever hung out with him, he brings up some great stuff when we were kids. He used to talk about, remember the Gargantuans?
Yeah.
The movie Gargantuans?
War of the Gargantuans.
He would come in and reenact that every day. Yo, Jim, remember when the brown Gargantuan be going,
And the green one.
And he helped the green one out. Helped him out. Because his blood can't kill nigga. He won the Gargantuan, yo. His toes one curled up, yo. He be Gargantuan. That man, no.
So he was doing the whole time after the game. We were just like, in the locker room, what is he talking about? What the hell is Tracy talking about? I'm laughing my ass off, but what the hell is he talking about?
We'll be bugging. He left, yo. He said, I had it, yo. Had it. Your Dow Hammond still being numb. He lost his head, man. We couldn't get him back. Because King killed that nigga.
So we're sitting in the dugout at one point, and Tracy comes over, and he's just going off, and he's gawking at all the girls and the strippers. Yeah, look at that. That's nice. That's what I'm talking about. And my girlfriend's sitting up on the back of the dugout.
Yeah.
I'm standing in front of her. Yeah. And Tracy looks over and goes, ooh, what we got here? Yeah. And he leans over to kiss her on the side of her thigh. And I slip my hand and I go, And he lays a kiss on my swatch. Like I had just gotten my arm in there in time before she was fouled by Tracy Morgan. Laughing her asses off.
Tony,
that's insane.
The funniest human being I've ever hung out with.
Because you've been telling us for a while, like,
he makes me belly laugh.
But now
hard.
I'm with you now, man.
Hard.
With you, big time. You got to tell the story about the you were in Harlem with him or something, and
dude gets shot. When I was doing Uptown Comedy Club, I had I came from the island, man. And I must say that place, that don't change at Jamaica. Crap.
Oh, when you're from Long Island.
Change at Jamaica, man. I mean, you see more black people like, oh no, I'm going to get raped. And they're going to shoot me in the back of my head and go home and bang my mother. And
the Long Island Railroad.
You know what I mean?
That's
like
a
black
message.
people.
The Long Island Railroad, yes, gives a message for all the white boys on Long Island. They're talking just to us when they say, don't change at Jamaica.
Yeah, don't change at Jamaica.
Stay on the train.
They ain't talking to anyone else. They're talking to the white boys from Valley Stream,
exactly,
and Centerport and Greenlawn.
Exactly.
When you are from Long Island, or I guess this works for any suburb of a major city. We're going to talk Detroit or anywhere, Chicago. When you leave Long Island to go to New York City, you get on Long Island guy defensive mode, which is just, it's nothing.
Yeah.
And you know it.
Yep.
You go to New York City, and especially when you're growing up, once you get there, you're just like, watch my back, guys. Everyone, like you're a pack of these tough guys that are going to
driving in? You driving in?
Yeah,
I ain't driving in. I'm not driving in. You guys can go drive in, but I drive in. Jerry went twice last year, and it was stolen twice. Explain that. And when they found it 2 weeks later in Newark, I don't want to make references of what I took it, rhymes with Tiggers, but there was a basketball, and the tennis shoes were still in there. I rest my case. I'm not making accusations. I ain't driving in the city.
That is when suburbia visits the city. You go into this battle mode where you can't totally enjoy what you're doing.
They're the trouble.
Yeah,
guys in Long Island, Jersey, the suburb, they're the trouble guys. They walk around the city, they just see a black guy like, nigga, if you try it, there's 40 of us.
It's like, excuse me, I'm going to work.
Exactly.
What do you do? Yeah, work over who?
No, you idiot.
How about this one? You stop at Jamaica, and they make the announcement, don't change to Jamaica. That's for the white boys, right?
Yeah.
But then they have to wait for another train, so they open the doors at Jamaica, and you're like, oh, God, do they have to do that?
Oh, no,
now you're just giving them a chance. You're giving them a chance to come on. And
great, now they can easily get away. Great exchange, dick.
And you just watch the open door, just waiting for it to close.
Just waiting to be robbed.
When you're from Long Island, this is the stuff that makes you paranoid. You're like, oh God, they're already telling us don't get out at Jamaica, and now they're opening the doors. Oh my God.
You start turning into that platform dude. Like every 2 seconds, your platform dudes are the guys that get all the way as close as they can. They go over the yellow line, no fear.
Yeah.
And they're looking over, like, see where the tracks are, but they're leaning over the tracks. Like, I do not fear falling in.
You can't do that.
I do not fear it. Where is this train? I see the lights. It's coming.
It's coming, everybody.
First dude that knows it's coming.
You know what happened? Yeah. You know what happened last year to one of those dudes? He got hit in the back of the head by a subway car.
He was looking the other way for the train, and the train came up behind him.
Big story in New York last year.
Just knocked his head off.
What a jackass.
There's no reason that when I go down into the subway to get on the train, I stand back from the line. Because first of all, you don't know what
lunatic is going to push you.
It's going to push you. He was talking to me. I heard it out his head. What?
Yeah.
No, why? I was just standing waiting for the... Boom, there you go.
Yes. The guy's playing
He was the spaceship man.
Yeah.
You can't have broccoli with 2 doors and some chili. Now take the clouds and look out, you dummy, or I'll take that shirt of yours, and I'll let you know about the cars. Now let's go. It's America.
There's no way you stand by that line.
I never thought he would push him.
Yeah, everyone's always surprised. It's not like the guy in the suit is pushing people under the train.
I'm the guy that goes right against the wall where you can't even put a credit card between me and the wall.
Against the wall.
I pretend we're like 50 feet up, and if I take 1 inch of it, the railing, I get that feeling like when you're hanging out, even when the train's coming, I could be right against the wall like you, Ope, but I still feel there's some genetic force that's going to stop me at the last second.
Pull you and push you in front of the train. There is no one that could give me any valid reason for leaning over and looking for the train. When it gets there, it gets there.
Exactly. We're all a bunch of impatient Fs.
Well,
I
can't wait to get to my job to be miserable for 8 hours today.
I'm impatient.
Come home, drink, and punch my wife in the forehead.
If you look,
I look as long as I know there's no one
trying to bang her for the next week.
As long as I know there's no one within 100 feet of me.
There's no reason to look.
Come on, dog. Let's take a walk so I can get high.
Because you're gonna see it. You're gonna see it. What, 3 to 4 seconds before it gets there? I mean, there's no reason.
And like that's gonna make it go faster.
Yeah. I think it's
not working today.
It's coming. Here it comes. That guy. You know, you got to be the guy that... Yeah.
I'm the leader. Let me take a peek.
It's coming. It's coming. The train. I just saw it. I leaned over. I took the risk.
I heard it. I heard it. Oh, crap. It's the other side. Don't get in that one. That goes to Lindbrook. I changed to Long Beach. Don't go in that one.
Dude, how about the puke train coming back from the shows?
Coming back from the garden.
Oh, those are always fun, yeah.
Guys arguing about the Rangers and the Islanders.
I feel bad for the Long Island Railroad employees after the Ranger games, after the Knick games, and after like the Ozzy concert or whatever at the garden.
Tickets, please.
Ozzy.
Get off me, dick.
It just turns out to be the puke/makeout train.
Yeah. Whenever it goes to stop at a station, you just see this liquid going to the front of the train when it stops, going to the back when they take off again.
Feet up, feet up.
Everyone
has their concert tees, and they are just snotted,
hammered.
Dude, I'm so glad they played Girls, man. I'm so glad they played that. When they left, I didn't think they were going to do it. Didn't think, but they came back.
And everyone goes home or goes to their car or whatever they're going to after they get off the train with the flat, my head's been against the window asleep hairdo.
Are you guys going to bed or we get something to eat?
Let's go to the diner. Let's go to the excited diner.
Come on, fries, gravy, what are we doing? Come on, let's go see Aka, whatever his name is, man. You know, the Greek dude. They're all Greek. Mama Buki. Is that what they
do? Breakfast after the show.
Sure. Some diner fun. Never heard anyone, right?
How do you say your mama likes the Buki in Greek? Hurry up, here he comes. Hey, what's up, Stavros?
Stavros,
the way I like it. No mushrooms, Dick. You snuck them in last week, you dickhead.
And there's nothing worse than being a goddamn diner when there are just little gangs of people that are at the booths throwing crap at each other and just being loud and obnoxious.
I think Jerry got caught, or I don't think he got on the... He might have been in Long Beach. Should we look for him?
Dude, you're supposed to make sure he got on the train.
F him. Let him wake up and want to.
He'll get up in Port Jeff.
Port Jeff, yeah. Where does this conversation start?
Tracy Morgan.
I was trying to figure that out, too.
All right, let's take a break. We'll be back. In studio, one of our, what do you call him? One of our best friends. Bestest pals. True friend Saturday.
Thank you.
He was the MVP of the game.
I was not. You're an animal on the mound. Your ERA was...
I had a bad game, bro. But look at your stats. 4 for 4. You scored 4, 2 ribbies, and flawless at first base.
Dude, I was training.
You were, I remember.
And then I realized what a dick I was when I saw Norton and how much he didn't care. I turned around, Norton just looked at me like,
hold on, you're with me then. He shows up at Riverfront Stadium, right? It looked like he didn't care, right? He had dress shoes on, right?
Dress shoes and black.
And black socks. So I, being kind of like
khaki shorts.
I'm like the player coach. As the player coach, I'm thinking to myself, you know what? He doesn't care. We kind of care. I'm sitting him. He got out of there. He got pissed.
He did, really?
Like, dude, why aren't you playing me? I'm like, you got dress shoes on. You're going to break your neck out in my field. Dress shoes. And then, you know what? In all fairness, I put him out there, and he did great.
He did do good.
He had a good game. So.
Everyone had a good game. I have to say, though, Ant, it was so gay when you try to bunt.
Yeah, dude,
you know something?
I swear to God, I got so pissed. I literally got pissed at you. I wanted
Why wouldn't I want to just do that?
Is that the most annoying? Don't you remember just playing in your street and the one fag goes to bunt?
Yeah.
Like, what you would... How dicky is that? Dude, that deserves an...
That was pretty dicky.
It was so gay.
I think everyone started booing you.
Then I swung away.
Dude,
I was seeing what happened.
That was an insult to the game.
I was trying to test Opie a little. I want to see how he would have handled a ball up to third base.
Is he really bunting? I didn't know if it would have flustered you.
If you did as a goof, it would have been funny, man. But
that was a goof. No,
Brewer, come on.
You're so serious. You wanted a hit. And I truly believe if you bunted and ran it out, you still would have got booed. People would be like, what a dick.
Did you ever bunt
softball?
Kickball, you fag?
How do you bunt in kickball with my shin?
You can't bunt kickball,
I know.
idiot. Go back to plate.
Oh, there was someone that always bunted
No one called
kickball.
it. Get back to the plate.
They do that little ding.
Yeah. Bink.
With the
no one called you could get back to the plate.
The red ball.
I'd get the ping.
Make that little ringing noise.
We had a girl at Washington Drive School that would strike out and kickball every time.
Oh, that's pathetic. Did she
drool? Like, come on.
What
is wrong with your eyes? I mean,
especially a guy. I can see a girl, but a guy that deserves a shove right into the sand under the monkey bars. Larry, are you kidding me?
I've seen people get their feet tied up in the ball and then fall down.
That's awesome.
They do the kick and then their other foot crosses their leg and wham.
I got to interrupt you guys, unfortunately, because Kreskin's on the line.
Oh, my goodness. Opie, do you know what Kreskin is up to?
He called the show about a month ago, and we have not forgotten, and we're going to see this all the way through, ladies and gentlemen.
This is another prediction that the amazing Kreskin is making, and it concerns, Opie, UFOs. UFO sightings. If I could read this press release.
Hey, don't judge. Don't judge.
Right.
I'm the spaceship man.
Stoners, start getting out Wesley Pipes.
Here it is, his press release. They're here, UFO sighting alert. New York.
Listen to the man.
1 month ago, the amazing Kreskin issued a statement regarding the largest UFO sighting ever recorded to TV, radio, and news media throughout North America. In his statement, not only did the amazing Kreskin predict this fantastic event, he also forecasted the location of the sightings as being the Nevada desert sometime in May or June of 2002. Although Kreskin first made this prediction while on tour in Canada in March of 2002, it was not until April 2002 that he formally issued a statement. So sure is he of his ability to predict the future events with incredible accuracy, he is willing to back the prediction with an understanding of turning over to charity $50,000 should this prediction fail. Since releasing his statement, Kreskin has received worldwide attention. Okay, here it is. Is he off the... Yeah, okay. Don't pick Kreskin up right now, because we don't want him hearing this. I just feel bad for Kreskin. Since releasing his statement, Kreskin has received worldwide attention.
Just like the time he came in and did that Osama bin Laden thing and said, I got to run outside because the media is waiting to interview me, and he had his TV makeup on and there was no one outside.
Dude, this guy gets no attention from the media. He has not...
Now I got a whole new perspective. Since he had makeup on, now I got a whole new...
He put makeup on.
We're like, why do you have makeup on?
The Kreskin is radio. Why do you have makeup on? He goes, after this, there's going to be so much press outside waiting for want to interview me, Kreskin, that I have to put the makeup on to meet with the news crews. And he did some, I don't know, what amounted to a card trick. I didn't even know, what he thought was going to happen.
But I thought he was really breaking Osama bin Laden's neck or leg or something.
Leg or something.
And he fell down, and we thought we didn't know it was part of the trick or whatever. We thought he was having a stroke.
He actually, to make it all dramatic, when a pin was placed in this voodoo doll's leg, he fell down. So we're like, oh, my God, Kreskin, are you okay? He's like, yes, I'm feeling... His
glasses went flying and everything, and we're like, oh, it's part of the gag, I guess.
His hair flew
Get
up,
faggot.
like Arba Dwyer when he shot himself in the head. His hair went...
There's a clip
his
of glass somewhere.
Came off.
Up on Foundry, I think.
It was... amazing.
Ridiculous.
It was amazing. Amazing Kreskin. It was amazing to watch him fall down and lose his glasses. And my shoes fell off. So that I have them? I have them. I can't see, goddammit.
All right, Kreskin's getting impatient on the phone here.
Oh, okay, hold on. Since releasing a statement, worldwide attention, inquiries regarding this event pouring in daily, it says. Because of the staggering number of inquiries on this matter during the... During the last several weeks, Kreskin has agreed to make a public statement in Nevada on Monday, June 3rd, 2002 at 7 a.m., that was a couple of days ago. For those who want to witness this, blah, 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 he will then announce the exact date and approximate time of the sighting. So I guess he's announced this exact date. There's a massive UFO sighting.
Largest
the biggest one ever recorded.
Exactly.
Ever.
Let's get Kreskin on the line here and see where we're at with the largest UFO sighting.
All right. Oh, amazing. Kreskin, are you there?
Anthony, Rick, I am here. How are you?
Oh, what about Opie?
Rick, Jim, Opie, whatever.
You know something?
We forgot about Opie. I did that deliberately. I want to make sure you're listening.
No, Kreskin?
You don't like me.
Kreskin?
Opie, now don't say that.
Kreskin?
Have I ever hit you on the shoulder?
Kreskin? Kreskin?
What?
Kreskin?
Just go with it.
Anthony, Opie, I got to tell you.
Kreskin, first let me make a statement, Kreskin. I am so excited about this. I have been a fan of yours, and I have been a UFO. I love UFOs and all that stuff. And when you said you were going to announce the largest UFO sighting ever recorded, I was fascinated by this, Kreskin. And now you have announced the exact date of this, Kreskin?
It came to a point, Monday, I made a decision, and the day, as I said, it's going to be this Thursday, which is really tomorrow, and it'll be between about 10 minutes of 10 at night to midnight. I can't give the exact time.
All right, when is it? Wait a minute, what was that again? Let me write that down.
Not New York time, but West Coast time, sometime before 10 o'clock.
Yes.
And midnight. What happened? This has gotten a little bit out of control.
I bet.
We've gotten thousands and thousands of calls and people flying in from Australia and Ireland and everything else.
Hey,
in fact, right now
who
I'm sitting
called
in a room
you?
with
Kreskin, who has called you? Thousands and thousands of people. Just give us a few. Anyone famous?
I'm sitting here with a crew from the affiliate here at NBC and ABC because we went out to I'll tell you what we had to do.
You are.
Did you go to the site? Did you go to the site, Kreskin?
Yes. Yes,
and
I'll tell you why.
What is it like out there, just knowing that?
Oh, it's just, first of all,
that's not the affiliate.
That's your little
nephew Jimmy with a camcorder.
First of all,
Grandpa,
you have to end up walking the desert at night and suddenly finding you don't know where the hell you are.
Right.
I did a stupid thing. Well, I've done a lot of stupid things, but a few nights ago, I needed to get away from everything, so I took a cab from the Silverton, which is where I'm headlining the past month and a half.
And you ate peyote buttons like Jim Morrison and wandered the desert.
So I went down. I went to downtown Vegas, and I walked around at 2 in the morning. I said, heck, I'll walk back to the casino that I'm at. Well, that is normally about a 12-hour trip. I got lost, and police found me walking on a highway towards Reno. And I finally made it back to the hotel. I walked 18 miles. I got back at 10 minutes of 5 in the morning, and I called the president and said, this is crazy. I'm not going to have people wandering the desert. So we picked a certain site where everyone's going to gather.
Everyone's going to gather. And Kreskin, if you could please tell us, what will these people see?
Well, I can't tell you exactly, but it will be no more than 4 satellites, 3 or 4 UFOs. It's not going to be shooting stars. It's nothing. No one's going to be able to say, well, I looked at one of Carl Sagan's charts. It's not going to be any more than 3 or 4.
Are they going to be able to tell that these are indeed some type of spacecraft?
I don't, there I can't say because, look at the history of UFOs, and I've been sitting discussing with people so many times. And by the way, someone asked me, Anthony Opie, you get a kick out of this. They asked, do I intend to set up some space balloons or some satellites? I said,
people
something?
might think that, the skeptics.
Yeah, I said, something, Spielberg wasn't interested, so I couldn't really afford it, so we're going to have to do this legitimately.
Kreskin?
Now that's a killer.
Kreskin, have you been making the Devil's Tower Monument out of mashed potatoes? Have you done that?
But guys, I'll tell you one thing.
Yes, Kreskin.
The day after Friday in the press conference, I have something to say about the ramifications of this, and then very much more serious and much more significant in light of what's going on in the world right now. So
will there be a follow-up after this, maybe the importance of this sighting?
I have a lot to say, and I am not playing games.
Hey, Kreskin, Matt brings up a good point. How does a psychic get lost in the desert?
Oh, you wise guys. Hey, listen, guys, I'm going to talk to you probably on Friday.
Oh, my God, Kreskin. I'm so excited about this.
Well,
it's going to be in the Nevada desert.
Yeah, and I tell the folks, look at the news, look into the news. I mean, we've got some. And by the way,
hey, can we put one of the affiliates on the line with us?
Guys.
What?
No, they don't want to. They don't want. Guys, I can't do it. They won't do it. Hey, come on.
Damn.
Listen, guys, I'm going to talk to you probably on Friday, okay?
Okay, Kreskin.
Take care, Anthony Opie.
Best of luck to you and your UFO sighting.
Thanks, guys. Talk to you in a couple days.
My position can't afford to be made to look ridiculous.
All right, hold on. I just want this to sit for a second. Let me just sit.
We love Kreskin. He'd be one of the greatest all-time stoner plays ever. And it's just he should have a play in Amsterdam where have like a 300-sitter and you get baked and take some mushrooms and then just let him come out with a spotlight. He'd tear it up. He would tear it up.
He thinks that now see what I got from this? You're not going to see these machines, these ships flying over. You're not going to see any of that. What you're going to see is something in the desert sky, like a light, some type of thing that, of course, will have been sent up prior to it, a flare on a balloon, some type of thing.
How uncomfortable is it going to be when nothing happens and all those thousands of people are going to just walk away all
four of them.
all uncomfortably as Kreskin sits there and goes, put it right, like the scene from Vacation.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be great if a riot ensues afterwards.
I see Dr. Bellows standing there. But the UFO.
Yeah,
Major Nelson, he was... And then when I looked, there was a girl, and she was in my... but then... I need my headache powders. Just when I saw the UFO. What? But then when I looked at it, and it's something strange because Major Nelson, I turned around and... What did you see, Lou? Lou, you're delirious. What did you see, Lou? Yeah, you saw light in the sky, Lou? Now, I've taken a look, Lou, and there's nothing there.
I'm just telling you, Abbot and Costello. They just got it. Stop.
There's no such thing as flying saucers, Lou.
Stop it. I just done it.
Now go to bed so Dracula can come out of the wall behind.
Ridiculous.
A guy from one of the local news things in Vegas,
Dude, brilliant.
has figured out what this is all about.
Let's hear it.
Where am I going, Ant?
6. He's one of the local news. Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Oh, and hey.
Joe, what do you do out there?
Man, I'm a pathetic driver.
All right, and you've been watching the news out there in Vegas?
Yeah, man. They're saying that you're supposed to be able to see the space station from the desert and also some other satellite. So Kreskin's a fraud, man.
All right, so it's going to be the big space station they're building in orbit right now, and
exactly.
another satellite, and it's been predicted that this is going to cross over the desert. Kreskin picked up on it and figured he's going to bring a bunch of people out there to point at some moving lights in the sky.
All right, Joe.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
So it's the space station.
Freakin Breuer.
It's nothing but a space station, Lou.
But I'm just saying of it. Enough.
You can't be acting like this, Lou. We're in the Army. They're always doing something wacky. We're in the Navy, Lou.
I forgot all about that.
When the Japs would come in. I love that old war propaganda. We're going to kill us some Japs, Lou. Some stereotypical big buck-toothed Jap would come up behind them.
Hey, everybody, come to jump!
We're 15 miles behind enemy lines. There's no Japs here, Lou. And there's the Jap at the bayonet. Stop pointing that gun, Lou. There's nothing around here for miles. There's the Jap right behind him. He keeps ducking when Abbott turns around.
You gotta see the visual of this. Dude, that's gotta be on TV, man.
Oh, my stomach
That's
hurts.
hilarious.
Anthony, you make me sweat.
There is no Frankenstein, Lou. They put all the monsters all together. Frankenstein, the werewolf, and Dracula with Abbott and Costello.
There is no whooping monkey.
Now take this candle which barely puts out the flame with your nightgown and go to bed.
I can listen to this all day.
Oh, God damn, I love that.
Holy crow.
Wow, that's funny.
Speaking of mummy, what's that behind you? We've been digging here in Egypt all day. Now put the mummy on the truck. Put the mummy on the truck, Lou.
The blue cup, Abbott.
Well, Lou, we've made it to Mars. Get out of the spaceship. There's breathable air here. And there aren't any Martians.
Holy Abbott! Antennas!
No such thing as little green men, Lou.
Big eyes! Eyes!
Gonna lose my mind up in here. Yo, Jim be raging, yo. Can't kill that nigga over greed. Blue Mountain.
Goddamn.
Dude, that's just brilliant.
That's some funny stuff there, bro.
Well, here's the problem. It's the you-know-what, and we ain't getting into that, are we?
There's one behind you now, Lou.
I was told that... Abbott! A big... There's a whole lot of...
Lou lost there, Abbott.
They ain't around for miles, Lou. We're in Beverly Hills.
Abbott! I'm at Jamaica.
Goddamn.
Next train out of Jamaica, 4 hours.
You're so right, man.
And we'll be back with the Opie and Anthony Show.